So coming up next is Sam. Sam is calling from
Hey, that's me.
Michigan, I think. I think MI is Michigan. I don't remember. Sam is calling to talk about topic number 1, God being real. Sam, if you can hear me, please provide me with your age and pronouns.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon everybody. My name's Sam. He, him. I don't know how this really works with the pronouns, but yeah, that's what I am.
You're
And your
Gucci
age?
Maducci.
Oh yeah, age 23.
All right. Now, Sam, you are calling to talk to us about God being real. We're all atheists who think there is not any compelling evidence for the existence of God. I assume you do have that evidence and you can provide it to us?
Yes, I can.
I'm
All
so
right,
excited.
Go ahead. This will be
With
the
the
first.
best of my abilities, of course.
All right. First person of the night will be able to provide his evidence. Okay. What's that evidence, Sam?
The Quran.
Oh,
Okay. You don't know what evidence means.
but
On a
that's the
completely
thing.
on a completely unrelated note, guys, check out my drawing I did of Muhammad earlier. It says I
It's
diddle
actually
kid-
really good, though.
It says I diddle kids.
Well,
Muhammad.
that's not good. But the drawing's really good. Did you have like a
Whoa,
past
whoa,
life?
whoa!
As a
No need,
You
no
trying
need
to
to
you
insult.
trying to
no
you
need
trying to get my
insult.
stream
Well,
ISIS?
with all due respect, like as far as ISIS, and
That was
Shahid
completely.
Bukhari,
Don't worry, Sam. That was completely
are-
unrelated. I just wanted to show off my drawing. Is all.
That was
yeah,
crazy.
that's
Anyway,
that's
Sam, do you know
completely
what?
fine.
Do you know when we ask for evidence? Do you know what we're asking for specifically?
Yes, you are asking for concrete fact that God is real.
Oh, yes.
That's pretty
I mean,
good.
I mean, unless you could have some sort of like, yeah, yes, essentially, yes. We're looking for some type of information that would support the claim. The Quran is the claim.
Correct. That is my argument, and
So it sounds like it's
that
not
is
the evidence.
infallible words of God.
Yeah, that
It
doesn't
is the
sound like
infallible words of God.
okay, but that's not
So-
evidence then.
Yeah. Where does sperm come from?
You
Where does
can't just
sperm
ask
come
somebody
from?
where sperm comes from, Dalton.
Sorry.
Now, are we gonna?
Oh my
So
God!
are
Next
we gonna-
Wednesday we
are
have
we
to wear
gonna-
pink, guys.
Are we gonna get into Quran or are we
Why?
gonna get into Hadith?
On Wednesdays we wear pink.
Which one?
Oh, okay.
the Quran.
Which? Yes.
What was that, bud?
I was saying, like, are we gonna get into Quran or Hadith?
Quran.
Okay.
I mean, I don't even think we need to get that. I don't think we even need to get that far because the Quran isn't the evidence. The
Yeah, it's
Quran,
just a
when we
claim.
ask for evidence, evidence needs to be external from the belief system. The Quran is the most
Okay.
internal you can get.
I think his
Okay,
claim is the
okay.
Quran is so perfect that it must come from a god.
I don't
Well,
think a
I'll
perfect
give
book
you
can
my
have kid
best-
fucking.
I'll give you my best breakdown of why
Your
I
breast
believe
breakdown.
what I believe
I'm down.
outside of the faith.
I heard that.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. So, do you believe that we were created with a purpose, or we
No.
just popped up
No.
like poof?
I
There's
think
n-
that we
there's-
actually just emerged fully formed as humans out of goo.
I mean, I was created with
I
a
think-
purpose. I wasn't an accident. My parents wanted to have me.
Okay, I'll give a
okay,
real
Mister. My parents love me.
I'll give a real answer away from the jabronis. No, I don't believe we were given a purpose. I believe humans make their own purpose.
Okay.
I would never want to exist in a world in which somebody decided my destiny for me.
Okay. Now,
Isn't that a girl's name?
the questioning on who and what God is. Now, is it an argument that you don't believe that God is a physical entity?
I don't
correct?
think God is anything. I don't think God is anything.
I believe God is a fictional tale that we tell children at night so they'll behave for Christmas.
But if you're asking if we have a perception of God, of the deity that is embodied, that is, we as atheists don't have a singular perception of deity. We understand that deity is a social construct, and thus every culture has
Right.
their own perceptions and divine profiles. And some of those are incorporeal, like what you're probably going to suggest, and some are corporeal, like what other holy texts from the Abrahamic religion suggest. Either way, we don't have any reason to believe any of these gods exist.
Mhm.
This is I mean, so what's the biggest red flag for Islam for you guys?
Well,
The pedophilia.
my biggest red flag would be that they believe in a god. That would be the instant thing that makes me not believe in it.
Oh yeah, that's that first thing, sure, yeah.
Second would be the pedophilia.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the pedophilia
You're muted,
thing, like,
Blitz.
where did this concept come from?
Aisha, how old was Aisha?
I mean, in
When-
Sahih Bukhari, they say anywhere between
Careful.
7 and 9, but historical account says that she had a sister that was 10 years older than her at the age of 28 from the migration from Mecca to Medina.
What does she say? How old does she say she was?
How do we know those narrations are really her?
Oh, so you just deny the hadith from
If we're
Aisha.
going
Oh,
to
no,
say, wait, it wasn't the whole thing at the start that the Quran was a perfect book?
But hadith in Quran, if you could show me in the Quran where it says that my prophet married a 9-year-old, I'll shut my mouth.
No, he
But
married
it is
a
not in the Quran.
6-year-old and diddled a 9-year-old, to be clear.
Those are your claims, but okay.
So you
But
just
yeah,
deny.
if you can show me in the Quran.
Are you the kind of Muslim who denies the hadith from Aisha?
I deny Bukhari in specific. Sahih Muslim is fair. Al-Kafi is cool. The 4 books of Shia literature is fine. But in specific, Sahih Bukhari is a lot of slander.
Is this text
It's a lot of
that claims
slander
to
on
be
my
from
prophet.
Aisha actually from Aisha or not? What is the consensus of scholarship in your religion on the hadith or on the work that claims to be from Aisha, where she says that she was 6 when the prophet married her and 9 when he diddled her?
Not true. From my
That's
school
the
of thought
consensus.
and my scholars.
That's the consensus. Is that the consensus view in your religion?
Elaborate.
Like the majority of Muslim scholars, what would they say? Majority, not just the ones you like.
Well, unfortunately, majority scholars will just take the hadith. No questions asked. No research. No historical accounts.
No research.
No.
Gee whiz, we got a regular scholar here.
No, I'm not no regular scholar. I never claimed to be.
But the actual scholars haven't done the research, is what we're saying.
I mean, scholars have done. There's argument within the community on her age. Some scholars say, "Oh, she was 9, and it was a different point in time, and it was a custom at that point in time."
That's not a different time. Isn't good. That's not a good answer.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm not, brother. I'm not justifying it. Like I was saying, I'm telling you what the other schools of thought believe in. Some other schools of thought are told not to question said hadiths because these are, weirdly enough, they treat it like they're infallible, but they're not.
Yes, just I would like to hear from you. Yes or no? Is there anything wrong with diddling a 9-year-old?
Yes. Morally wrong.
There we go. That's better than at least. But the majority, I'm just going to tell you, the majority of Muslims I talk to say that.
Majority
when
will
I ask them
astray.
when I tell them why should I, and by the way, the consensus of scholarship in Islam is that Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim and the testimony from Aisha are authentic. That is the consensus view of the scholars of your religion. Says that Aisha
for the
was 6 when
majority.
she married. The consensus based on scholarship and peer review.
Based on the Sunni scholarship and the Sunni literature, correct. Ahl Sunnah Jama'ah, correct.
Sure. Who makes
So, like,
the majority in your religion?
For example, Christians would have, you know how, for example, Christians would have Catholics and Protestants and sort of the same Unfortunately,
So
there
are
was a
you
divide during
are
this.
you the Protestant or the Catholic?
I mean, I'm not the majority, as we would say.
All right, then the Sunnis are the majority. They're like the Catholics, and they therefore probably have the more historical backing behind them.
To
yeah,
a certain
yeah,
extent.
the pedophilia is pretty nonsense. Also, the fact that the Quran says bullshit in it that's clearly not true, like where sperm comes from, and also gets Jesus's mom and Moses' sister mixed up, would tell me that this book doesn't come from a god.
Also, there's no evidence that it comes from a god.
Yeah.
Like, we're just assuming.
Like, wouldn't
What
a
about
perfect
the-
God produce a perfect text, Sam?
Here's a
Yes.
better question. Wouldn't a
Yes.
perfect God produce perfect beings?
I believe that the prophets were perfect beings.
No, everything he
all
produces
beings.
should be perfect. He's
Yeah.
God. He does not make mistakes.
Well, we would say we are a perfect being, but
We are.
Really?
We
Here,
can't even
No,
hold
wait,
our
wait,
own
wait.
head
No,
up
no.
until
The
like what, 6
creation-
weeks,
hold on,
8
the
weeks?
creation was perfect.
I'm not perfect.
His image. Oh yeah,
I'm not
nobody's perfect in a literal extent. Nobody's perfect in a literal extent. That is a crazy way to see things.
No, a perfect
like,
God
as
should be
far
able
as,
to
like-
produce.
No,
A
as
perfect
far
God
as
should be able to create
the
human
human
beings that
anatomy,
are
for
perfect.
example.
Human anatomy is not perfect.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever been kicked in the balls. There's a better way that we could have
Oh,
been
yeah,
designed.
I mean-
Our,
Okay.
I'm sorry,
But I can-
our body is so flawed that our cells will just start replicating and not stop, and then we get cancer.
Okay, but on the other hand, we can sit there and argue
Cancer.
that
But on the other hand,
cells.
have you considered?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
On the other hand, carpal tunnel.
The fact that cells, the smallest creation from God, can heal itself. And for example, that camera that I'm
it
seeing
can
you
also
guys on, if
it can
it
also
breaks,
kill it.
Well-
And in regards to cancer, it can also kill itself. My body, if you get cancer, is trying to kill you. If I drink and breathe
Yeah.
if I drink and breathe at the same time and do it wrong, I got the same pipe for doing both. I will choke and die on my drink. My eyes
Okay.
can't even see because they just fucking gave out. I am not a good design. If God's a designer, he's not a good one.
to what extent? Because, like, we're not going to be these all-powerful,
I didn't say it to be all powerful.
Why does too much water kill us?
Too much of everything could kill us.
Why?
Of anything could kill us.
Why did God design beings
we have-
that way?
Because just like other species and other creation,
Why did
we
God
have
design those
limitations.
other species that way? Why did God design us with limitations?
Also, aren't there like
For
completely
us to-
like Blitz? Aren't there completely
Because-
unnecessary body parts?
Because
on
our
us?
body on this realm is slowly deteriorating, and we're inevitably going to be in the next realm.
Which doesn't
If
sound
you
perfect.
if you believe or not.
It
But
sounds kind of copey. Yeah, I
Not
mean,
a-
like,
I mean,
we don't need our little toes.
But we
They're
have them.
completely useless. They're useless. I don't need.
But
What the
they're
hell do
there.
I have wisdom teeth for?
It makes you
Back
wiser,
if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, we had chompers.
I
I
still
don't
have
know
a chomper.
what I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Are you saying it's because we had
Teeth.
Oh, we had
larger
bigger jaws.
Yeah, because of
Yeah.
evolution, we have smaller jaws now. Not and which is again just nature. It doesn't demonstrate a god. It looks like my body is just like the evolution has just produced something just good enough, and it doesn't always work, and it doesn't look like something a perfect god made.
Well,
You ever seen a duck's penis?
You
I mean,
love
I don't
talking
know.
about ducks' penises.
Obviously,
You're obsessed with the
obviously,
duck
you guys
It's a
wouldn't
penis.
believe
perfect
in
argument.
angels,
It's a
but
perfect
like,
argument.
obviously, you guys wouldn't believe in angels, but we would get into the conversation where God has made creation outside of this realm.
You have no evidence of
Why would
angels.
anyone believe that?
I might as well believe in fairies if I'm going to believe in angels.
Hey,
They are
well,
basically the same thing.
every time you say you don't believe in a fairy dies. So stop right there.
Oh, okay. Then I don't believe in God. Did that kill him?
No,
Ladies and gentlemen, we
that's not
got
how it
him.
works, my friend.
God, please by Tinkerbell rules. Here's my issue, Sam. Here's my issue.
Go ahead.
You keep, in order to get back to God's existence, you keep falling back on like, well, my book tells me he did these things. When it should be the opposite, right? You should go, my book says this, now can I prove this? And if you can't, then you shouldn't listen to the book.
Which is completely fair.
So
But
I think
there's
that's
just certain things. There's certain things in said book that we can't explain.
yeah, that would be called bad writing.
No, but these things are true. I mean, it discusses how the universe is ever expanding.
No, that's just that
How
the
long?
ancient people. That's just that the ancient peoples, like ancient, like Arab peoples and Jewish people, likewise believed that God literally took the sky and stretched it over the earth like a tent. That's like what the Quran says like that. It stole from the Hebrew Bible, and the Hebrew Bible just said it because they had an ancient, outdated understanding of how the world worked. Your Quran also says that sperm is
Huh?
located between the backbone and the ribs, which is factually not the case.
The backbone's connected to the rib bone. The rib bone's connected to the sperm bone.
The Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, I don't like the
Police
slander
be
on the
upon
Prophet
him.
Muhammad. That's another thing. These
Police
are
be upon
the
him.
enemy.
I don't like
We
when
could- I
people
could show
slander
you his-
Sonic the Hedgehog, but he's not real, so I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like it goes back to these narrations you're bringing are from the same people that waged war against the
No,
Prophet.
it is the Quran
On historical
from
account.
Muhammad that says that sperm is between the backbone and the ribs.
Let
Why?
me, I should
would he
also,
write that?
I do want to also rephrase. I think Muhammad was a real person. I think the Prophet Muhammad was not.
As in, he wasn't a prophet. He was just a guy who was listening to Jews and Muslims in the marketplace talk about the religion, and then he had some sort of psychological experience, and then he narrated the Quran to somebody.
I mean, even the way he speaks, it's in the book, the author of the book. They'd be speaking in a third person. Like you read the Quran, actually. There's no other book like this.
No, there are tons of other books like it. The Bible is like the Quran. In fact, we even have pre-Islamic poetry that's very similar to the Quran. There's a whole field of study and Quranic literature dedicated to this.
Do you think that the moon was cut in two?
Hell yeah!
Why didn't the
No
Chinese
way.
record this?
I don't know.
Because it would have been in the night sky available for them to see. In fact, it would have been almost directly overhead, because apparently, according to the Tafsir or the Hadith or something like that, the moon that was being cut in two was visible over a mountain to the east, which means that viewed from China, which was to the east, it would have been directly overhead at nighttime. And the Chinese were very well known for recording astronomical phenomena. They recorded, in fact, I believe that they recorded the first ever, or they were the people who recorded the first ever recorded supernova. They took note of the stars, of the moon, of the sun, all the time. They had court astronomers. So why wouldn't any of them have written about the moon being cut in two?
I don't know. I'd ask the Chinese, but that's interesting.
Well, we did.
Maybe
They said
the-
it never happened.
Yeah.
Where'd the other piece of the moon go?
It was eaten because it's made of cheese.
Well, if it was cut in half, where'd the other half go?
No, it ended up being put back together. You know how, like, for example, one of our prophets split the ocean in half, right?
Okay, I just
No.
want
The ocean's still there.
I just want to be
The
so
ocean's
for real
still
here.
there.
I just want to be so for real. You
Go on.
genuinely believe that your prophet pulled a Gru and said, "Minions, tonight we take the moon," split it in half, and then put it back together.
Well, I wouldn't say it was him. I would say it was through the will of God. Just
Magic
like with
and
Jesus'
other-
miracles and Moses.
Well, to be clear,
Moses'
Moses
miracles.
didn't exist and Jesus didn't perform miracles. But yeah, when you say magic is the answer,
Moses, your take is Moses didn't exist?
that is
Moses
the
definitely
consensus
didn't
of
exist, yeah.
most. That is the consensus of most scholarships. Yeah, Moses is a made-up character.
100%. It's not even. I mean, I'm sure there was a person named Moses alive at that
Or-
time, but there was
lots of-
no religious figure Moses who led the Jews from Israel. Or, I'm sorry, the Jews from Egypt during the Exodus. That person didn't exist.
So you guys think that's all fairy tale for no one could see
Yes.
the face of God and live?
Yeah, it's a fairy tale.
Huh.
It's
Well,
very.
the Exodus,
I mean,
the Exodus
the
didn't
Greeks-
happen.
the Greeks believe the same thing. There's a whole ass story in Greek mythology about how you can't see Zeus's face or else you'll fucking die. And then someone
Except
does
for all
and they
those
die.
goats that Zeus fucked.
Yeah, but
They were good. They were
But-
clear.
this is all just myth and fairy tale, Quran included.
But Sam, we are about out of time. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
Stay Arabian, man.
I
the
haven't
Quran.
watched Aladdin in a while.
I'm not Arabian.
He's Persian, brother. That's the wrong group. You know?
Arabian
Like,
Arabian Nights, checkmate liberal. Thanks for calling, Sam.
Jesus,
That was
fuck.
that was our show. Let's quickly get through our super chats, and then
Did you
we'll,
like my drawing? That's what's important here.
I did not like that. I feel like I'm going to get targeted by ISIS now. Comedy Central is going to shut down my stream. That I did not like that. Let's see where we're at. I think we're at this one. Super chats. So Gentleman Viking said Douglas Adams died a few months before 9/11.
Oh,
Is that a reference to something I don't get?
Douglas Adams, author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's the one who does the puddle analogy.
Oh, it was.
One of my
was.
favorite books.
Coincidence? I think not.
Coincidence? Checkmate, liberals. Bradley said everyone's an atheist for every religion that isn't theirs. I think I read that one already, but yeah, W. Ken said, I thought I heard circus music when this guy came in. He was referencing Tyler, I think, specifically. Katie Ironfist said, I don't know it, so it's not true. Quote, Tyler. Liquidy Shid said, John is the UK menace himself, Martain. No, John wasn't Martain. I would have known if John was Martain. Yay, not crazy. Fucking wild name. Because yes, he is. I'm not necessarily an atheist or religious. I just don't really care if there is a higher being or not. In my view, you don't need religion to be a good person, and being religious doesn't make you a good person. True. We agree. Caroline said, love you guys. Take my money. Okay. Thank you for the $10. Mithrander GP. And then Daniel Cusino said W, Blitz's wife, for the Oreos specifically, I think is what they were saying.
And she brought me a
for.
boost. I'm on a diet too, but I have to gain weight.
Nice.
That was our show, everybody. That was atheism, the two atheist dudes, three atheist dudes. We will be back maybe next week if Blitz and Dalton want to join again for the atheism Wednesdays. They don't have to, but if they want to, then they can.
I have no life. I'll be here.
I make no promises.
No promises are needed. So we know at least Dalton will be back. Also, look out for it. Blitz and Dalton have both agreed to do lectures in the Discord. We just have to figure out what month they're going to give a lecture series on. So if you're not a part of our Discord, the way you get in our Discord is being a paid supporter on Twitch or YouTube. So if you want to get in before they hit their lectures, you better join. That'll be the lecture for June, because I just did the lecture for May 2 nights ago. So we'll be doing June's lecture. Will be one of us. So well, one of us, possibly one of them. So get into the Discord for the lecture series. Anything else from you guys?
Go to my website.
Yeah, just follow me on YouTube. I'm trying to build up them numbers.
Yep.
All right.
My website is blitz.phd. Go there.
Nailed it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for being here. We will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hey, thank you all for watching this video. If you don't know me, I'm Jovan Bradley. I'm a leftist content creator who does debates, political commentary, gaming, and so much more. If this is your first video, thanks so much for sticking to the end, and I hope you subscribe. I cannot stress enough how much subscriptions help small channels like mine, and I'm trying and shooting to get to 100K this year, so if you could help out, please hit that subscribe button. I post videos daily, and there are hundreds of past debates on my page for you to enjoy. And also, thank you to all my YouTube members. Your continued support helps me create as much as I can. Consider joining. A membership starts at $2.99 and gets you access to our community Discord, early access to videos, access to our tri-weekly book club, and so much more. Special shout out to all my Tier 4 members: Ellie McReady, Emery Imogene, Orange Femboy 22, Olivia B, BAMG, Lost Fox, Phoenix, Papa Snowflake, Wolfie, Divinity Dawn, Ryan O'Connors, Kazim, Ryan Wright, Zeus, Yemia Storm, Jake Rorshander, Kelsey K8581, Vampy Says Fuck Ice, O Diggy Doc, Ayla Ursus, Anaxiel, Mealybun, Pauled232, Ryan Wright 221, Plebeian, Divinity Dawn 3065, Wolfie Lex, Papa Snowflake, Zeus 6867, Phoenix, Rain of the Fox 6600, Elira the Free, Lamia 666, Olivia B AR, Flat 6345, Cabbage Spilla, Chris Reynolds 095, Emery Imogene, Wesley, Soloing Your Verse, Random Dude on the Internet, Kazim, Sin Images, BAMG12, Vet Voice Sarah, and Sylvia Snow F8Q. Your continued support goes a long way in helping me continue the fight for equity, justice, and education. Thank you again for watching.